Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. In this part, I shall be clearing through Classic Mode using Lucario, a Pokemon from the Pokemon franchise. Now, in this game, Lucario is actually one of the main characters that I use, alongside Yoshi, Rosalina, and Little Mac. Now, let me cycle through his costumes real quickly. Normally when I use Lucario, I use a green Lucario. As you can see here, each of his costumes completely changes his color, though all of these colors never appear in the games. Now when I use Lucario, like I said, I like to use this green one. Why? Just because I associate myself with the color green, I don't really know. And I made Lucario because I like the way he plays, and he actually is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's not my absolute favorite, but he's in the top 15 or so. Alright, here we go. Intensity 9.0. Let's do this. I beat this previously with Charizard and Pikachu, and I did it on 9.0 intensity. And now I'm using Lucario, who is one of my mains, so I should be able to beat Classic Mode on 9.0 intensity with this Pokemon. Starting off against Olimar and Pikmin, or Pikmin and Olimar, I'm sorry. So Lucario is actually a really interesting Pokemon, and as time has gone on, I've actually appreciated Lucario more and more. He's apparently based off of like a wolf or a jackal. He's very canine-like, and in fact, Lucario's name is supposedly derived from the word Cairo, which is like Greek for wolf, something like that. But in terms of Lucario, like as a species, it's a very interesting Pokemon because in the games, it is a fighting steel-type Pokemon. It uses a lot of fighting moves, and it can use attacks that involve metal, I don't know. But its key factor is that it fights using aura powers. And something that I always appreciated about Lucario and thought was really interesting and was a different twist in the Pokemon universe was that Lucario can sense other people through their auras. So because Lucario can fight with auras and because a single Lucario is so specialized with aura power, it can like read the thoughts of others and sense where its master is from far away, and it's just like, if you had a Lucario, it would not get lost, and it would always be loyal to you. It is like one of the most loyal Pokemon, and that is super cool. And Lucario actually evolves from another Pokemon called Riolu, and Riolu only evolves into Lucario through a stat called Friendship. The more you use your Riolu in battle, and the more times it wins, it'll evolve into a Lucario. And that's just cool to me. Lucario is just super loyal. I love it. And I also really like his design. It's also really cool. Now, I never actually got to use a Lucario in Pokemon games for the longest time. I didn't actually use one on a team until my Pokemon White 2 walkthrough, which you can find on my channel, but that's just a tiny little advertisement. Lucario has been in Super Smash Bros. Since Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and you know, a lot of people actually thought he was going to get removed. People didn't think Lucario was going to come back because they figured he wasn't relevant anymore, and they've already removed other Pokemon characters in Super Smash Bros., so people were like, oh, they're going to remove Lucario. But I was like, I don't know. In the anime, Lucario has always been extremely popular. In fact, it's because of the anime that Lucario is extremely popular to begin with. He was one of the first Pokemon announced for the 4th generation of Pokemon, and he got a lot of popularity because of a movie that came out that featured him. And for the longest time, people thought that Lucario was a legendary Pokemon, myself included, but then I was told, well, no, legendary Pokemon don't evolve, and you can get multiple Lucario, like you can breed it with other Pokemon and get another one. So Lucario is not a legendary Pokemon, and I just won this fight. Sweet. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. So a lot of people had doubts that Lucario would be coming back. I always thought he was going to come back. And in January of 2014, he was announced to be returning to Super Smash Bros. And they made him a lot better this time than he was in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Not that he was necessarily bad in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but he could have been a lot better. I considered maining him in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but I didn't because, if this makes any sense, I liked the way he played, but I didn't like the way he felt. Like, his attacks seemed like they had potential, but they did. Potential, that's the key word, okay? One of the key factors with Lucario here, playing into his aura capabilities, is that the higher percentage Lucario is at, the more damage he will deal. His attacks will all get stronger if his percentage is higher, so make what you will with that information. Meaning that when you think you're about to lose, you're not. You're only getting stronger. And speaking of getting stronger, we're here at the boxing ring. Ooh, how much I love this stage. So much fierce fighting going on. I'm going to take down everybody. Mega Man is already dead. I have to go up against Little Mac and Zelda. Oh, yeah, it's another thing. I really like Lucario's voice acting in this game, but one of the things about it, though, is that Lucario's name in Japanese is the same as it is in English, but for some reason they feel the need to give Lucario a separate voice actor for localized versions of this game. So in the American version of this game, he will have different voice clips for better or for worse. And while his American voice clips aren't bad, it's just like, I really like his Japanese ones. It makes him sound more like a dog. He's all like, oh, there's a Smash Ball. Hang on a second. We'll talk more about dog noises in a moment. I'm gonna need that Smash Ball. I want to show off Lucario's final smash. Here we go. Mega Evolution. Lucario has a new final smash in this game. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, he would shoot a giant beam from the sky. In this game, he Mega Evolves into Mega Lucario. All of its attacks are at max power when that happens, and how do you like that? Mega Lucario in the boxing ring. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is Mega Lucario. I am glad I got to show that off. I've been so busy talking about Lucario's background, and then all of a sudden the Smash Ball pops up, and I break the Smash Ball, and the final Smash Lucario Mega Evolution. Cool stuff. Yep. So, not only did Lucario himself get much better, but his final smash is actually really interesting. His final smash in Super Smash Bros. Brawl was called Aura Storm, where he would just shoot a giant beam from the sky, and the beam could hit people, and it was a good final smash, but I think that his Mega Evolution is much better as a final smash. Yeah, and that's another thing. Lucario has a Mega Evolution. That was newly introduced in the most recent generation of Pokemon, which came out just actually like exactly a year ago. No, I'm not dying. Okay, I'm dying. So, I don't know why people thought Lucario wasn't going to make it back. I thought he was going to make it back for sure. But I guess the people were like, if a character had to go, most people would pick Lucario. I still didn't. I thought Lucario was definitely going to come back. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead, little Galaga thing. Take giant DK away. Yes. Yes, please. Please just do it. Oh, gosh darn it. Alright, whatever. Oh, in terms of Lucario's attacks in this game, like I've been saying, he fights a lot with his aura. His neutral B charges up what's called the Aura Sphere, and of course the higher your percentage is at, the more your Aura Sphere will deal and the bigger it will get. Otherwise, he has a bunch of fighting attacks. His up B is called Extreme Speed. In this game, it's much better than it is in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Extreme Speed shoots Lucario up into the sky, and if his percentage is really high, Lucario will jump even further up. Okay, I've got a nice zoomed-in camera shot of myself. Interesting. So you can see Lucario's actions up close. My down B is a counter attack called Double Team. If I'm hit while I use it, I will strike back at the opponent with a fierce attack. And if my percentage is high, I will deal even more damage. My up B will not only recover my up B, my recovery attack, my extreme speed attack. I just won, sweet. My up B recovery attack, which is called extreme speed, will go further if my percentage is higher, and it will deal more damage if I actually hit somebody. Now, the only way you can deal damage with that attack, though, is during the last second of the attack. Lucario will dash into the air, and once he starts to land, he'll stick his feet out. And when that happens, you can hurt your opponents, and it can actually be quite a powerful attack. Alright, I guess I'm going up against the Fighting Mario team on the Paper Mario stage, that's fine. Lucario's side B is called Force Palm, and it's not that good of an attack, but if you just want to get an opponent away from you, that's the attack to use. Like, if an opponent's up close to you, just use side B, you'll knock your opponent away, and of course, that attack will get stronger the higher your percentage is at. Here we go. I've got an X-Bomb. Die, Marios, die. Ooh, yeah, there you go. I don't know if that was the X-Bomb that killed them or if that was me using my up B, but there you go. Yeah, but I'm so glad they made Lucario much better in this game. Now I can actually main him, and I like him a lot. I really like him a lot. As you can see, I'm just destroying everybody here. I charged up an Aura Sphere. That's what you saw me charging up there. And when the Aura Sphere gets full, when I charge up that little ball in Lucario's hands, his eyes will glow on the bottom screen when it's fully charged up. Now, other characters have that same capability, like Donkey Kong's eyes will glow when he charges up a punch. Samus's little helmet will glow whenever she charges up a blast. But Lucario's eyes will glow, and that was the first time I ever noticed that effect. So I was just like, oh, that's so cool. Lucario is such a cool Pokemon. Let me charge up another one of these. Yeah, see, you just saw his eyes glow. I don't know. Maybe I've been talking so much about random stuff that you don't know what to look at anymore. I've got a Boomerang, and now I've got a Ball Bomb, and now I'm throwing stuff, and now we're on a ship on the Paper Mario stage, and I'm Lucario, and I'm trying to use counter, and I'm trying to use counter again, and I used it, and I missed. Ah, whatever. And now time has slowed down. Time has slowed down. Sloan? No, Sloan's not a word. Time is slowing down. Okay. Yeah, Lucario is an interesting Pokemon. I like him a lot. Really, really cool stuff. I'm glad he's back in Super Smash Bros. I'm glad he never left, really. A lot of people think that Lucario is actually replacing another Pokemon in this game known as Mewtwo, and that's definitely not the case because in Super Smash Bros. Melee there was a Pokemon called Mewtwo that was supposed to be in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Mewtwo was not in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and so people thought, oh, Lucario's similar to Mewtwo, so Lucario must have just replaced him, but that is incorrect. Mewtwo was supposed to be in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and the only reason Mewtwo was not in the game was due to time constraints. Lucario did not replace Mewtwo. They were both supposed to be in the game, and supposedly they were both supposed to be in this game. We'll see what happens with that. But Lucario did not replace Mewtwo. I'm just pointing that out there right now because there are so many people that are confused about that. And initially, I thought that too. But when I saw that Mewtwo was planned to be in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it was just unfortunate timing. Lucario is a completely different character, though. Alright, 9.0 intensity. Time to take on Master Hand and Crazy Hand. Alright, so the only times I've ever taken down Master Hand and Crazy Hand were when I was a Pokemon character. I took him down as Pikachu, and I took him down as Charizard. Well, I've taken him down as every character, but on 9.0 intensity, I've only ever done it as Pikachu and Charizard. Now, I'm using Lucario, a really good character, if I should say so myself, and I main him. Now, I don't know what the best attack to use on this boss fight is, but I figure since I main Lucario, I should be able to dodge attacks fairly well and just slowly peck away at their health. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I have to get you down to 350, is it? Nope, I have to get you down to 330. I don't remember what it is on 9.0 intensity. Okay, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna stop guessing because I'm evidently not gonna get that right. There you go, there's my counter in action. That would have dealt a lot of damage had I hit it against one of the bosses, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Master Hand and Crazy Hand have been defeated. Lucario is the winner for this phase of the fight. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This phase of the fight. I'm just going to go ahead and use a variety of different attacks. Normally I'm able to dodge that attack. That is my mistake, but that's fine. I will be just fine. Oh, come on. Nope. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, come on. How many hits are you going to need? All right, you know, I can dodge all this. I can dodge all this. Gosh darn it, I can't dodge it now! That's okay. Lucario is only getting stronger. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, can't counter that. That hurts, but I'll have a nice, strong recovery now. Jesus. Okay, you know what? Let me get back on the stage. Let me worry about defeating you. Nope. No. There you go. That phase of the fight is over. Alright, onward to this phase. And I've got a nice charged up Aura Sphere. How do you like that? That should have dealt plenty of damage. I might also add that you can actually hurt people when charging up your Aura Sphere too. Now you won't deal a whole lot, but it'll deal some stuff. So you can just stand beside this boss, charge up an Aura Sphere, and while you charge it up you can hurt the boss, and then you can just throw the Aura Sphere for a bunch of damage. Alright, there goes one of my lives, but that's fine. I still have another one. Alright, Lucario, you've got this. You've got this. Use your different attacks. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm only getting stronger. I'm only getting stronger. Come on, Lucario. You got this. You got this. Oh, there you go. This part of the fight is over. Excellent, excellent. Woo! Okay, gotta go on to the sword segment. And the sword segment usually gives me trouble, but hopefully I'll be fine. I've been fine on this, you know, with the other Pokemon characters. Alright, dodge that attack. Cool. Alright, I'm okay. I'm okay. Come on, Lucario, take it down. You've dealt with plenty of tougher situations before. You can take this thing down. Charge up your Aura Sphere. That's gonna hurt. No, 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 no. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. There you go. Come on, Lucario. Slowly but steady. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not saying a whole lot. I'm just trying to take down this pesky sword segment. No! I'm okay. Lucario, you're fine. You're fine. Now you're just going to be super strong. Maybe you'll take this thing down with your next hit. No! No! Oh, that was... I saw that coming. Lucario, I'm sorry. What the heck? I've been able to beat this with Charizard and Pikachu, two Pokemon characters that are not my mains. And then I go in with a Pokemon character that is my main, and I lose? And I lose? Alright, let's try again. Let's try again. I will beat this with Lucario. Alright. So I'm still getting wrecked, but I think I'll be able to beat this fight. Lucario's nice and strong. There you go. This part of the fight is over. Okay, let me go ahead and charge up this Aura Sphere. And you know what? I'm going to hurt my boss opponent here while I charge it up. How do you like that? How do you like that? Yeah, you don't like that, do you? I didn't think so. Okay, here we go. Not a chance. Not today. Lucario is one of my mains. I'm going to take you down. There you go. All of my attacks are just hitting you. Die already. There you go. Wow, that was actually quicker than I thought. Lucario is nice and strong. I love it. Okay, that part of the fight is over. Onward to the Shadowy Sword segment. Okay. Here we go. Dodge all of it. Oh, watch this. Counter. There you go. How do you like that? That should have done a ton of damage to you. Not dodge that. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Hit him hard, Lucario. Hit him hard. Oh, watch this. Counter. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When Lucario's at 134%, you better be scared. Lucario's nice and strong in this game when he's at that high of a percentage. He's very fragile, but man, he's really strong. Look at that Aura Sphere. Die! Just die already. Come on. Lucario is one of my mains. I'm going to make up for not beating this on 9.0 intensity. That went way quicker than I thought. I should be more excited about that. I just beat this! There you go. Like I said, Lucario is one of my mains. I'm sorry I didn't beat this on 9.0 intensity, but hopefully I made up for it without losing a life on 8.5 intensity. How's that? Is that better? There you go. Alright, well there's my up B. You know what? I should just... I don't know. There's my down B. I don't know. Maybe I should finish this off with an Aura Sphere, since it'll be nice and powerful. Alright, let's try it. Die! There you go! Classic Mode has been defeated! Lucario is the winner! So the victory goes to Yoshiller! Woo! That's a Pokemon joke. For those that watch the show, that's a Pokemon joke. Alright, well there you go. I mean, I beat Classic Mode. I'm sorry I didn't beat it on 9.0 intensity, but I'll take what I can get. There you go. There's my awesome Lucario trophy. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. And now I get to add this nice, awesome trophy to my trophy collection. And I've got over 30 trophies there, so that's looking pretty awesome if I should say so myself. Alright, now we've got the credits game. And you know what? Since Lucario is one of my mains, I figured that I may as well fill out the credits game. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I can already tell you what this background picture is going to be. It's going to be Lucario in his Mega form, right? It's going to be Mega Lucario. That's pretty sweet. I mean, when I beat this as Charizard, the credits picture was Mega Charizard. So I guess it only makes sense that Lucario should get Mega Lucario in his credits picture. Well, okay. That's fine by me. Come on. Come on. Okay, 77% of the way done is fine, but I'd like to get 100%. Thank you very much. Come on. Well, I've got a minute or so before the credits actually end, so let me tell you guys a quick little story. So earlier in this part, I was telling you guys how I did a Pokemon White 2 walkthrough on this channel, and I used a Lucario in it. And I also use that Lucario when I battle competitively against other players in my Pokemon Baton series. I still use that same Lucario. Okay, he's in my copy of Pokemon X and Y right now. And I like to think that the Lucario I used in Pokemon White 2 and in Pokemon Baton and in Pokemon X and Y and all that, that Lucario is nicknamed Cairo. I like to think that the Lucario I'm using here is that same Cairo. Now, I know Lucario is green here, and you know what I like to think? I like to think that it is Cairo and that I had to give him a bubble bath with green dye in it so that I can make Lucario appear to be green so that when I use him in Super Smash Bros. I know which one is mine. So I like to think that the Lucario in this game is the same one that I used in my walkthroughs. Just when I play as him, though. When other people play as him, that's your own story. I don't know. But the Lucario I use, this green one here, anytime I want to use him in Super Smash Bros., I got to give him a nice bubble bath with green dye, and then he'll come out green. And then when the battle's over, I got to find a way to take the dye off of him, and that's my own problem to figure out. By the way, I got 100% in the picture. I'm sorry, that was probably like a really pointless and stupid story, but I figured that I should tell it. There you go, that's Mega Lucario in the background. Here's Lucario jumping all over the place. There you go. Okay, woo! And that, humans, is Classic Mode with Lucario. So that wraps up this part of Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part when I clear Classic Mode with yet another character. Bye-bye, humans.